So I was trying to think of like a good way to get you ready for the holidays and like what hairstyles you guys might like. And I was on the fence between two styles. So I thought, you know, people like big, like beachy waves, like what my daughter wears. And then there's like the more busy beachy waves, which requires more work. I like them both equally, and I couldn't decide which one to teach you. So I'm going to teach you both today so you can see the difference and like see the variation, and hopefully I will be skilled at teaching it and we'll get exactly the look I'm thinking of on the first time through. All right, so here's what we're going to do. The left side, I'm going to do big beachy waves, which is my daughter's favorite right now. And it's so funny watching her. She like literally goes through her hair so fast. And I'm like, slow down. And she's like, don't coach me. And I'm like, oh, it's so hard for me, you guys. Ooh, it's so hard not to coach. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. I'm going to be a little more horizontal. I'm hacking this left back piece because I don't like getting my arms way up here. So that's why I'm curling across my face, which is not something I usually recommend for everybody. So just a heads up that I'm doing that. I'll show you a curl in 1 second when I turn. So these are forward facing curls on the left side, just as a heads up. Okay. Now I'll do like, and I'm taking really big sections on this side. So that's gonna be a big difference between this side and the other side. On the right side, I'm going to take small sections. So I want you to see how big the section is. Do you see how big it is? It's as big as the plate. So that's how I recommend to, but you see how thin it is. So it's more like long and like as big as a plate, but really thin in density. Maybe not thin in density, but it's not like overly thick. Okay, so here's how I really want you curling on the left side. So this is Araya curls, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing right now. These are Araya's curls. Okay. So is everybody spending time with your family, or are you in the states where you can't spend time with your family? I think that's such an interesting thing, that you can't spend time with your family on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. All right, so I've got a couple more curls left. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is such a nuisance when you have one little piece. I'm gonna separate it out. I'm gonna do a quick curl in it. So when you get a small one like that, you can just go in and do a quick curl on it. Just get a little wave in it. That way it's not straight. Those ones are such nuisance when you get them like in the mix, and they just cause all kinds of issues. All right, I'm slowing down on this piece just at the top to get more volume in the front. And I have one more, and we will be done with the left side big curls.
They want to know what temperature you're using.
I'm actually using 375 today because I wanted to get bigger volume, so we'll see how it goes. And then I wanted more curly on this side, so I felt like 375 was a good answer for both, even though normally I'm 325 for curls. All right, so on this side, we're gonna take smaller sections. Okay, so I'm gonna do, it's kind of this like more dreaded look of beachy waves. So basically what you're doing is looking to get it to slide out of the top. So I'm really, you see how much of an angle this is coming at? Yeah, there. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so before you could see on the other side, you saw how big my section was. Do you see how big my section is now? It's a lot different. The other one was like wider than the whole plate. This is just a small portion of the plate. And I'm really focusing on the curl up at the top, really trying to make sure I get more movement up at the top and then really elongating the curl. That's a big piece of this curl, is elongating it.
They want to know, what heat do you recommend for fine hair?
I like 325 for everybody to start at, and then you can go from there. If you have very damaged fine hair, I would go to 300, and everybody else I would start at 325, and then you can raise or lower from there. Ooh, I don't want to do that angle from here. It's too complicated.
They want to see a forward curl on that side too.
Yep, I'll be doing a forward facing curl in 1 second. That's actually what I was just debating, but I didn't like the position of it, so I'm gonna do it on the next one forward. You know, I like my arms comfortable as I'm curling, guys. That's the way it goes. All right, so forward facing curl on this side is rotate forward. So basically what you do is you take the left hand or left side hold and transfer it to the right side. So on the left side, I go like this. And so on the right side, I'm going like this. Same thing. So I like to do like 2 curls away from my face and then 1 curl going forward to mix up the variation in this look, or to provide variation in this. So we're going in, we're really focusing on staying close. You notice I really rotate quick up at the top, and then I really want that curl up high, and then I'm slowly transitioning into that elongated curl.
Redundant.
Yeah, redundant, great, thank you. Ooh, that one got really curly too. I keep forgetting I'm on 375, I gotta speed up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick a forward facing curl. Sometimes I like the forward facing curls to be a little thinner than the ones that go back, but not always, I just don't worry about it. If it does, it's good. If it's small.
They want to know if you always drop your ends out or if you curl them.
Most of the time I drop my ends out. I don't like my hair to like bing, shrink up like this. So I'm usually elongating my curl at the bottom and drawing it down more than just dropping it. I like kind of elongate it. So I'll show you what that looks like. So you'll see I'm going forward and then I adjust to going more elongated curl. That's what looks like elongated right there. This is forward, this is elongated. So elongated. And then at the end, I just kind of draw down like that. So I'm doing the curl, I'm just not like keeping it to wing out on me because I don't really want it winging out. Okay, so ready? This would be my normal position to curl away from my face. So I'm going to switch like this and curl towards my face. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to do it. Same motion, it's just which way you tip your iron. Okay, we're almost to the end of this. So you can see the difference in like taking those bigger sections, how much faster the style goes than these small sections. And that's why I wanted to show you both, because like if you're one of those moms that's cooking and doing a lot for Thanksgiving, then I want you to have a quick style. And if you're just the guest of honor and you don't have to do any cooking, then you can spend a little more time and create like a different beachy wave look. So I wanted you to have all the options. I also wanted you guys to like kind of see the variation of how, you know, what kind of barrel you would have to use to do this versus what kind of barrel you would have to use this. And it's quite a big difference. So you'd probably have to have like a 1-inch barrel to do this and like a 1/2 inch to do this or something like that. I'm not very good at barrel sizing because I haven't touched barrels in like years. So I can just picture them in my mind which ones they are. And so I wanted you to see that with one tool, you can do it all, guys. Your tool can provide you with all the styles and all the smiles. I just have to look at Kel after I make a joke to see like, did you get it? So, okay. So I would do a couple of touch-ups here, some pick-me-up curls. Which curl is this? Okay, this is a forward-facing one. So I really have to get in and get close and then angle my iron, go slower, and then I'll probably have the pick-me-up curl set so that it gets more volume up there. Okay, and then I'll do a couple more. Okay, so I'll do a pick-me-up away, and you can just drop it when you get into the valley, and then you'll get your curl up higher. I don't recommend curling with this sweater. I think that's what's causing my hair to be like so fuzzy up here right now. But Upstaged will fix it. No worries. Upstaged will come to the rescue as always. Okay, so I think you're starting to get an idea of the difference in spending a little more time on the curls versus like the fast curls. I think both are equally pretty. Let's see if I can get you to see the difference between the mix of curls. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side and then turn to the side this way. All right,
They're
so
on both sides.
yeah, I love both too. I really do. It's just a matter of whether I want to spend the time to do this one or not. Okay, so let's see how we would finish this out. First of all, I would get rid of this Farrah Fawcett thing I just did right here. So I'm gonna dip down because I want more of that curtain bang. Then I'm going to try and straighten. Okay, there. No Farrah Fawcett, all good. I might do even just like one little pick me up here just to get a little more movement. And one back here. And I'll cut those in half from what the size I was using before. Before I was using bigger than the plate. Now I'll use half the size of the plate for the pick-me-ups just to create movement up top, because I don't like it when it's fully at the bottom all the time. Sometimes I do, but for today, I'm just trying to get a different effect. Okay, so what would I do next? The next thing I would do is I would take Upstaged. So first I sprayed in Upstaged and I would spray it like this before I blow dried. Okay, so I would lift and spray, lift and spray, lift and spray, lift and spray. You're really looking to get it in the heart of the hair and then you brush it through everywhere. Then I'll take it, shake it up, always shake Upstaged, and then you just spray some in your hands. And then I'm just gonna do some finishing here to kind of get everything under control. And get rid of the fuzzies that I created with my sweater or whatever, however I created it. Okay. And then the last thing I would do is, actually I would probably, because I mean, it is Thanksgiving and I want great hair. So I'm going to go in with Big Time. So Big Time will do two different purposes for these two looks. So if I want a lot of texture and separation in here, I would go in and spray. I really want it to get the individual. That's why I'm holding it like I am. So you see I'm kind of holding it kind of all separated because I want each individual curl to be sprayed as is so that they can hold their form. So that's what I'm doing with Big Time on this side. Now on this side, I feel like I want this look to be just a little more big up on the top. So I'm going to take horizontal sections. So see how different I'm holding it? Over here, I just picked it up like this and pulled it out. Over here, I'm going to section horizontally. Then I'm going to spray in at the root in a couple of sections. And I'm going to act like I'm shampooing my hair again, just to get that more big. And then I want this to stay in the formation that I put it in. So I'm going to take and kind of section that and lift and spray. And then I'm going to conform it together. Okay, so last thing I would do is put in selfie time. Just spray it all in place. Okay, so send us pictures of what you guys try. I'm excited. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your time with your family. And if you're just at home with your own family, that's great too. Enjoy that time. Yeah, have a good day. See ya. Bye.